Hello, everybody. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to another one of my videos. Today is not about crochet, it's about makeup. So, some of you guys have requested that I do a makeup tutorial, and that's what this is. So, let's get started. So, this is my bag of goodies right here, my container. This is what I'll be using. I'll show you guys all the products. First up, rose water spray, hydrate the face, you know. Okay, now that my face is nice and hydrated, it's time for the base. So I actually use a bunch of products for my base. I use a concealer by Giorgio Armani. And then this is Tear. But these are BB creams, and this is a concealer, and this is foundation. So I'm just gonna put that on my face. Also, I got hot and had to change shirts. Shirt change. Who is she? I fear I put too much already. I fear I already put entirely too much. And we're all done. And the makeup tutorial is over. Get some ASMR for you. That's why they call it beating your face. Look like an alien now. I do kind of a weird thing where I spread my concealer out and then I let it sit for a second while I do my eyebrows so that more of it stays under my eyes. Anyway, the farther we go in this makeup tutorial, the more you'll probably not want to follow my makeup tutorial. Next up, I'm gonna do gel for my eyebrows. I don't think you can get this, but it's just like a regular brow gel. I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. Also, want you guys to know, I do have a mirror in front of me, but I'm mainly just looking at the camera, so I hope this makeup turns out good in person. It'll look good on camera, because that's what I'm using, but in person, who knows? Who knows? Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna go back under my eyes and blend it out. Also put it on my eyelids. And now we're ready for the next step. What's the next step? Powder. Like sugar on my tongue. Airspun. Honey beige. With this brush from a pack of brushes that I got off Shein. I don't buy off Shein anymore, I swear. Pretty much just powder everywhere. This is gonna look so good, I promise. Okay, powder all over the face. Next step, carve out the face. And we're all done. Okay, on to the next step. I use the same brush, and I work from top to bottom, eyebrows, eyes, nose contour, lips, and then the rest of my face, and I just brush off as I go. So I'm gonna brush this spot off. And now I am going to do my eyebrows. I am using a palette that I got off of, you guessed it, Shein. I use the same palette to do my eyes. Okay, I also use this creamy white eyeshadow for my inner corners, and then I drag it out. Same thing on the other side. Now I go in with the same palette, and actually that's a lie, I'm lying to you. I go in with this one. Got a bunch of highlighters in it, and I do also use the other palette. I use another color in there, but basically I'm just gonna put sparkles on my eyes where the white part is. I also use the other side of my eyebrow brush to do this. I'm really liking this celestial color lately. It's like brownish silver, and I think it looks really pretty. Very pretty. Sorry, I'm really bad at eyeliner, so you can just go ahead and skip this step or follow someone else's tutorial on how to do that. It doesn't really look that good in person, but I just do a little bit on the edges, and then I'm gonna put some in the inner corners. Mascara, we're so close. I'm already so tired of doing my own makeup routine. I use the Sky High You can tell I'm sweaty because you're just like slowly watching all the powder sink into my face. Next, nose contour. Sorry to keep flashing my crusty dusty palette. It just has everything. So it has the contour, or like the bronzer that I use, and then I use the little blushes too. So I'm gonna do that now. Also use this sort of brush. Pretty sure it said contouring before it rubbed off, so I just use this one. I use a smaller, rounder brush for my nose contour. I mainly just draw a circle like around the tip of my nose, and then where I naturally have a little bit more darkness, I kind of just highlight that. I also drag it a little bit in to make my nose look snatched. You know, Bella Hadid wears her waist, but for my nose, you know? Okay, yeah, I'd say that's good. Highlight a little bit more. I use this flat brush and actually use this NARS blush. She's a little beaten up, but I'm gonna use this to do the tip of my nose. Back to the white creamy pencil, I guess, on the tip of my nose. And I also draw a small line down, and then I blend it. And then I just use the same highlight to draw. Yeah, I just use the leftover highlight on here to put highlight on my nerves, like sugar on my tongue. Your body is so sweet. And there's my nose contour. Sorry. Anyway, onto the lips. Oh, at this point, I also brush off any leftover powder. Huda, and this. I use a lip liner for the outside of my lips. I also want to preface by saying I have like a lip balm on, so I try to make sure my lips are moisturized so that I can just blend out the lip liner super easy. It's always so hard to do my lips. I always mess that part up. Okay, and this is the best I can do, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of this. All right, now that my lips are done, it's time to do blush and contour for the rest of my face. I use the same contour, I don't know if it's contour or bronzer, whatever, from the palette that I showed you, and I just put it on my forehead and on the sides of my face in this general motion. And then I also put some on my jawline so I can be snatched. That's gonna be my thumbnail. You gotta make this face or it doesn't work. Yeah, I guess I kind of just go ham with this. I just kind of put it everywhere. Okay, I'd say that's probably... We're looking pretty bronzed. So now it's time for blusher. Use the same NARS. This is a blush brush, by the way. Also put some on the top of my forehead. Y'all, we're almost done. We're so close. Okay. Sorry, I had to clear up some of my space. Final thing, one more spray of this to set everything in place. There's still some in there. Okay, and she is all done. Sometimes I put a lip gloss though. Sometimes I put this. Okay, now we're done. Let me put my hair down and all done. Did I look like Albert Einstein or like Beethoven if they were like half black? Okay, here she is. She's all done. What do you guys think? Let me know. I feel like my face looks a lot lighter than my skin in the camera for some reason. I promise it looks more normal in real life. Okay, now I'm gonna pose for a thumbnail. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you followed the makeup tutorial. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Again, goodbye, lovely people. Goodbye. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.